If you're thinking about moving to the Orlando, Florida area, then you've got to see this affordable new construction home in what many believe is the best new construction community in Orlando's best suburb. Now, this home is about 30 minutes to the beaches, less than an hour from Walt Disney World, SeaWorld, Islands of Adventure, and all the other attractions, and yet without Orlando's traffic and congestion. Today, I'm going to be discussing what's so great about this home, the details and the pricing of this amazing home, and why you can simply not afford to overlook this hidden gem just outside of Orlando. So before we head inside, I want to point out the landscaping, and a fantastic feature of this home is that the landscaping and lawn care is completely covered. This home comes with a 3-car garage, side entry garage you're going to see, so sometimes that swing around is tricky to get into. I don't know that there's a huge space here to do that, but I think it's fine. It's pretty typical of what you're going to see. It's paver line driveway. I really like that. This entire community has paver line driveways, and this builder builds on 65-foot lots. So let's go ahead and head inside. As we step up, there's a front lanai, and let's go ahead and head inside. Charlie, you can head in first. Give them the good look. So as we head inside, it's very open, as you'll see. There's some great lighting. They have solar tubes. We'll see more of that. This front area is an office space, and I love what they've done here. So often the office spaces are not in the front of the building, so a bedroom ends up here. Now maybe you decide you want this to be a bedroom, but most people are going to use this as an office space, a playroom, something along those lines. These gorgeous floors are going to flow throughout the home. Luxury vinyl plank flooring, super duper nice French doors on this here. Great feature. Great lighting, and check out what they have here. Charlie, check this out. A coat closet. Now, those of you that are up north, you won't think this is a big deal, but to us here in Florida, it is, because it actually does get, well, I don't want to say cold. Some people would laugh at me for that, but it gets chilly here. It'll freeze a couple times a year here in Central Florida. Some years it won't. Don't think it did this year, but sometimes, sometimes we'll get a couple freezes a year. In this main living area, I want you to notice this wall and what they've done. It gives it a rustic look. The colors in this home are not bold as some homes are, and I think that it just kind of gives it that light rustic feel. As we look upwards, you're going to see the recessed ceilings. Nice touch, nothing fancy. One thing about this home is it has a lot of features, it has a wonderful layout, but it's very affordable, and it's not just affordable because this area here is much less expensive than it is down in Orlando, but this home itself is pretty affordable. And when you combine that with having your landscape covered, it's really quite a bit. So let's go ahead and take a look at the kitchen. And as we do, just check out, this is probably a good time to show the pocket sliders. I think it's great. Now we're gonna come to the back later, and there's something there that I'm saving because I just believe like we're saving the best for last. But the dining area, close, kind of open. It's not a large home, this home isn't, but yet it kind of has a feel. The layout, I really enjoy the layout. And you're going to see quartz countertops. We're seeing quartz in a lot of the homes. On the side, Charlie, can you show them this over here? How it's like a waterfall, how it flows down. It's a nice feature for the price of this home. This home comes with soft close cabinetry, dovetail construction, and there's plenty of cabinets. Look, it goes all the way up. Crown molding top, and while you're there, check out that, I believe it's a solar tube. Is it solar tube, sun tube? I should know, I have one in my house. It's not a skylight.
Why not?
I don't know, I think they call it a solar tube. But anyways, mine light up at night, not like light up like they're gonna blow the place out, but it's a romantic glow, if you know the song reference.
I don't.
A cargo light gives off a romantic glow.
I'm too old for that, right?
Yes.
But it's just a little bit of a glow that's very nice. So if you get up during the night, you don't have to turn on a light, or if you shut the lights down, you can still see around. So plenty of cabinetry, appliances come, microwave, range, the dishwasher over there next to you, it does come. This builder does not provide the refrigerator, washer, and dryer. And builders just don't do that because so often people in this price range have their own refrigerator, and people are more finicky about that. So that's why oftentimes you'll see new construction homes without it. As we look at this side, there's a very large bar, really great faucet. I don't know if the water's going to come on there. What do you think of the bronze, Charlie? Is it too much? Is it
at least there's some color in this home.
Well, I think there's nice color. It's just more, it's not bold. You know, sometimes homes have bold colors. This is not a bold color, but this builder is semi-custom. And Charlie, if you want to buy this home, you can get whatever colors you want. Maybe they paint all the walls black. Maybe, is that what you want? You want it black?
No, that's a little too much.
A little too dramatic. Great lighting options that they have. They have a design center and all sorts of options that are available for you as you're building your home. And of course, pantry. It's pretty typical pantry. What you might notice is the tall doors. You're going to see that throughout this home.
Is it tall or are you just short?
Maybe a little bit of both. Maybe a little bit of both.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the laundry room here. And the laundry room, as you're seeing right here, now again, it does not come with washer and dryer, as we already spoke of, but over here to the right, there's a laundry sink, and I like it. Some would say that's being cheap, but if you put a vanity in, by the time you put a vanity in there, you're going to get a tiny little sink. So I really like that it's big enough. And then, well, we were in another home recently. Remember they had that little tiny sink about this big?
Yeah.
And you'd have to have a dog about the size of a rat to wash. So this, you can do it big enough. This room, just kind of show them down in there. I don't really know what this room is about. They call it a drop zone, and perhaps it was born during the coronavirus, the pandemic, but I'm told that they can put a hole here, an entrance here, and you can use this as a pantry. Perhaps you can close it off. I'm a little confused by it myself. You have a pantry here. Now it's a small pantry, but you have the option at least, and I think I'd rather they use that space in a better way over here. I don't think I don't know. What do you guys think? Am I crazy? Could that be better used? Maybe some of you, maybe a salesman or the builder can jump on here and tell us in the comments what the purpose of it is. Let's go ahead and take a look at at one of these bedrooms here. This is this is what I'd call bedroom number 2. Tall ceilings, so it's very spacious in here. Good lighting. These homes come with carpet, or this home has carpet. You can get whatever you want in here. Again, this builder is semi-custom. They do have the 5-inch baseboards throughout the home, okay, which is super nice. And it's a marble windowsill. Nice little touch that so many builders just don't do. The bathroom, you're going to see quartz countertops. Again, matching. These colors flow throughout, and then on the floor, you're going to see nice tile. I think it's nice. It's not that bold that we sometimes see or that you might like, but I think it's great. And here's a tub shower combo, and the tile does go all the way up. And I'm going to turn the light off, Charlie. Let's look at how light it is. There's no light in here, but that's what we get from these solar tubes. I'll turn it back on, but I think it's a great feature, and they're generally pretty inexpensive. As we head into this bedroom, it's again similar to the last one. Decent sized closet, nothing crazy, but folks, this is not $1 million home. This is a very affordable thing. And don't show over there. We're going to save that for later. That's what I think is the best feature of all of this. There's plenty of storage in this home. Again, the use of space that this builder has done, I think is fantastic. Is it an $800,000 home? No, it's not. But it's going to serve you very nicely. Let's go ahead and head over into the primary bedroom suite because it's really nice. So before we head into the primary bedroom, I want to point out a couple features of this builder. First off, a lot of the corners are angled. Up top right here, you're going to see what they've done. This feature is probably purposeless other than aesthetic. And then over at the front door, if you can pan back, Charlie, look at how it hangs, the opposite of a recess. Now, does that make it an excess or an access, or what is it?
I would call it an Audi.
An Audi. Okay, well, we're going to call it an Audi, but whatever it is, this builder has some great features, and they won the 2025 Volusia County Most Outstanding Feature Award, and it's one of the things that make them, I don't know if I want to say special, but really give, in my mind, this builder high regard. This builder also uses wooden studs, and wooden studs are special because they're less expensive, they are better for insulation, and they're better for sound dampening. The problem with wooden studs, well, termites. Termites love wood, they don't love the metal, and wood burns as well, so that's something else that you're just not going to have with the metal studs. This builder has 10-foot ceilings in this home and 10-foot 10 inside the recess, or should I say 11 foot. And of course they have carpet in here, but this is just a really nice home. This is set up on a pond. There's a lot of ponds. This builder has 65-foot lots, and many of their homes, I should probably say most of their homes, are either on conservation or water lot. So it's a great feature, and we'll get to see more of that in a minute after we get through this fantastic bath. Super closet right up front, right as you walk in.
What's a super closet?
A super closet, well, it's the location. I think it's super because right by the front, you're not going all the way in, bringing your laundry in.
Okay.
Quartz countertops, plenty of cabinetry in here. Over here, there's a huge walk-in closet.
All right.
I think it's nice. There's a light in there. A lot of closets, some builders just don't even put a light in there. Maybe what they should have put is a solar tube in there. Well, it probably wouldn't have been good at night though.
Looks like they have one right here.
They do, yeah. Nice catch. Let's turn off the light. Let's see what it looks like. Look, oh, one light. Where's the other light? No lights.
Oh, there's one light.
No lights.
There we go.
And yet,
still bright.
if I can turn it back on, let's see. Hello? And there's a poop fan. Poop fan. I managed to get that word in again. Nice shower here. Little shelf. It wouldn't be nice if it had a niche or two in here.
Let's see if it works.
Yeah, let's not. But the point that Charlie's getting to is that this is not right under you. So when you turn on your shower first thing in the morning, you're not getting blasted with cold water, because I hate that. I loathe that. I think I used that word before. Everybody seemed to like it. I like this here right next to the toilet.
Is this your favorite feature in the home?
This is not my favorite feature. We're gonna come to that. Actually,
Okay.
there's probably two features of this home. One I've already alluded to. Actually, two of them I've already alluded to. One of them, my personal feature, is coming after a bit, but this kind of helps in those awkward moments. Everybody out there knows what I'm talking about. When the person behind you used it all up, and instead of yelling across the house for help, it's right here. So we're covering that. Light flooring. Again, this is tile in here. The colors, I guess, Charlie, I hate to just agree with you because you said it, but I do think they could use some colors here. Same thing in the primary suite. As we step back out, where's the color? Maybe, I think this is the darkest thing in here, but maybe we're just too picky. Maybe. So let's go ahead and let's check out the back lanai. Okay, so let's head outside through these big old triple pocket sliders. You guys know I love these. For those of you that have not seen our videos before, you say, why would you open your house all the way up? Well, pretty much 9 months a year you can have those open. We do have those cold days, as I mentioned before, but through the spring and the fall and much of the winter, we are often leaving our doors open. As we look out back, the first thing that grabs you is the view on the lake. Check out the mallards, the mallard ducks. Love that. We have a lot of wildlife here. Just yesterday we were doing a home tour. We saw a white-tailed deer, and this is a great place to really gather it all. I doubt we'll see any alligators here, but we do have alligators. The pond has a fountain. There's going to be another one. Plenty of building still to be done here in this neighborhood. So it's just a beautiful place here. You're going to see a lot of color out here. Of course, the pavered floors, not much color to that, but foxtail ferns, palms, these are, I don't know, oh, look at the Anole lizard. That's another wildlife here. You can grab them. I've actually grabbed them and put them on my ear before. It's kind of cool if you're a tough guy. Well, it makes you feel like you're a tough guy anyways. You can bully a lizard. And there's gas over here. Gas is for a couple of items. The first one is for a fireplace here. And at night, it gets a little cool here. And so it's really a nice feature. But, you know, even like last night, when I came out this morning, I had the heat on in my truck. And it can be cool. Now, I want to point out too the private access to the lanai in this room and the other room. Remember where I had those
Curtains.
Those curtains? I left them closed because I'm a bully, I guess, and I want to wait till I don't know. I don't want to say it's all about me, but until I'm ready. And more color, the nice landscaping. There's a fountain. This fountain is not on. If I'm living here, I'm going to put a fountain. Right now, it'd be nice just to cover the sounds of all this new construction going on. There's a lot of it. This builder offers a lot of different options as well. One I did not speak of earlier is a Florida basement. Now, what in the world is a Florida basement? Well, a Florida basement is a basement on top of a garage, because here in Florida, if you dig down 3-4 feet, you could literally hit water. And so we don't have very many basements. I think I've sold 2 basements in the last basement homes in the last 12 years that I've been a real estate agent. So the one thing I love most about this home, aside from the affordability, is the fireplace. Now, yes, it's gas, but gas means that you still have air flowing through. So in the summers, you're still going to have air flowing. There's a half wall here that provides some privacy. I will say I wish they'd build it up a little bit higher just to give a little more sense of privacy here. Maybe it's because of the gas stove in this kitchenette here. They put granite countertops out here that handle the heat well, a little refrigerator, and even a little storage. So I think it's fantastic, a great feature of this home and what they've done. So now that we've spoken about much of what this home has to offer, let's head back into the kitchen and let's talk about what this home's going to cost you. So it's important to note that this community is not a 55 plus community, as so many of them are here in the Deland area. It is a destination, Deland is, and all of Florida for that matter, for retirees. But look, you don't have to be over 55 to live here. The location of this community is fantastic. We're probably a mile away from I-4, so getting to Daytona Beach, New Smyrna Beach, Orlando International Airport, and Tampa is a breeze. Historic downtown Deland and Stetson University are probably, 10 minutes from here. New Smyrna and Daytona Beach are probably 30 minutes as I sit here today. We've got some fantastic springs just north of us in Deland, down in Orange City, 72-degree water year-round, and they're an overlooked, underappreciated feature that we have right here. The St. Johns River is probably 15 minutes from here. I was on the river last night, so I know that. And Sanford International Airport is probably 25 minutes from us, which is where we always try to fly in when we're going to see people out of state. Orlando itself is probably 35 minutes away from where I am, maybe 45 minutes from where we are today. But depending on where you are in Deland, if you're down in the south part, you might be 30 minutes from Orlando and all the attractions. Now, the Homeowners Association, as I spoke of earlier, is only $245, and that's a fantastic deal. It includes the lawn care, which is not just your mowing, but also for the landscaping. It also includes a swimming pool, a playground, a community and fitness center, and pickleball and tennis courts. Now, I noted before that this builder builds on 65-foot lots, and 3-car garages come standard. And I'm bringing it up twice because another builder in here builds on 50-foot lots, and they build a beautiful home as well, but the 65 feet it provides more options for a lot of people here. This builder, as I mentioned before, is semi-custom homes, and they're on probably 0.16 or maybe 0.18 acre lots, and they have all sorts of customization options. Now, we've given just an overview of this community. We have not given you very many details. If you want more details, simply pick up the phone and give us a call. We're helping people all the time from all around the country, or we've had people I had somebody from Russia call me not too long ago, and somebody from Spain as well. And oftentimes they're calling us because of the affordability of these homes. It's important to note that homes in here start in the low 400s and go to the 800s. So there's quite a variation there between a base model and the full home like we have here with all the bells and whistles. New home construction benefits include less maintenance, of course, including not having to mow your lawn or manage your landscaping. Utilities, things like the air conditioner, have great efficiency, less expensive to run. Forget the fact that they're going to last many more years. The insulation factor is much better. Dual pane windows, newer windows, just the modern technology. It really helps to keep the price down. Speaking of keeping the price down, this builder offers $20,000 in upgrades if you build a home from scratch, and they offer a 1% interest rate buydown if you use their lender for a home that's move-in ready. This model, as it sits, well, as a base, is around 485 grand. Now, some of you are going to say, well, Chuck, that's still a lot of dough. And look, I get it. But compared to what it is down in Orlando proper, even in Sanford or Lake Mary, which is 25 minutes down the road, it's a great deal. But it gets you 1,920 square feet. It gets you 3 bedrooms. It gets you 2 baths and a 3-car garage. And this home, as it sits here today, is about 600 grand as it is, or you can buy it with the furniture complete. Everything you see here, just bring your toothbrush, maybe some groceries, and a refrigerator. And for that, you're in at 640 grand. So if you want to know more about this neighborhood, give us a call. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.